for all humankind.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you being here. You incentivize me. We do need to mobilize, energize, organize, antagonize. Let us not stop till we get to the top.
And
Thank you for listening.
thanks, anime dude.
Continue your good works.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Now we'll get to the moment that we've all been waiting for, the moment that we march. Yes. Here's how this is going to work. Over here at our social alternative table, we got signs, we got march routes and chant sheets. If you haven't already grabbed one, make sure that you come get one. We also have water, which you might want to bring with you if you got space in your pockets on the march, because it's a hot day. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be following the unprecedented brass band through the park blocks, walking south. We're going to go all the way, chanting, marching, singing, waving our flags, our signs, all the way to the farmers market over on Market Street. And then you know what happens when you get into the market economics of Wall Street, the big banks. You got to take a turn to the left. So that's exactly what we're going to do. When we get to that farmers market, we're going to be, yelling as loud as we can because they all go, "What's this awesome rally? We want to join it." And we're going to get there, and on Market Street, we're going to take a left. We're going to walk through downtown, and we're going to go to the headquarters of Regions Blue Cross Blue Shield of Oregon. And we're going to explain why we're there when we get there. But we're going to be going through downtown, follow the...
Hey guys, how's the connection coming in?
Justice, thank you for Jobs with Justice for sending the Solidarity Squad. They're in the very bright vests, and they'll be following, leading folks along the march route. We're going to be staying on sidewalks, trying to avoid blocking traffic. And when we get to First and Market, that's where we're going to stop, and we're going to gather together for some more speakers and a little artistic action outside the halls of Healthcare Power. Everyone ready to go? All right, let's do it.
What sign? Yes, the banner over there says Socialist Alternative.
When healthcare rights are under attack, what do we do? When healthcare rights are under attack, what do we do?
So we're gonna walk up, and then we're gonna turn around and come back into downtown.
What do you want me to do?
You can walk along. We're gonna come back into downtown. So I would say we're gonna make like one one big U-turn. But you can like follow behind.
I can share my location.
Huh?
Where's the end goal?
I have no idea. Some at a healthcare building in downtown. Hey guys, can you guys continue to update me on the connections? How your connections are coming in? 'Cause I can't trust this LTE for sure. Sorry about that. I put my GoPro.
What do we do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. Our rights are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. Disability rights are under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. When disability rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When protective rights are under attack, what do we do?
Yeah, sorry about that. This event kind of came as a surprise.
human right. We will win if we fight. Healthcare is a human right. We will win if we fight. Healthcare is a human right. We will win if we fight. Healthcare is a human right.
Ghostbusters, what? You're the funny. So I'm kind of like the front of the march. Are we getting to Southwest 6th and Market?
Patience over profit. Patience over profit. Patience over greed. Patience over profit. Patience over greed. Patience over profit. Patience over greed. Patience over profit. 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 Patience over greed. We need healthcare for all and build the world we need. Patience over profit. Patience over greed. Anthony.
You guys see that guy? Trying to stabilize it, but are you saying I need a GoPro? GoPro on my head right here. It's currently recording. No, not many people. Not many people at all.
No prison, no walls, healthcare for all. No prison, no walls.
No ban, no wall. For all. No ban, no wall. Healthcare for all. No ban.
Yeah, he did. I see him.
Are you not with the march?
Huh?
You're not with the march?
No, I'm just documenting.
Oh, okay.
He takes it to the police. He tries to get people arrested.
Oh, okay. Do you wanna? We can go have an interview over here, or
No.
that'd be cool, or?
No, I'm live streaming. Like I'm live streaming right now.
Oh, on your GoPro and on your Apple device.
Well,
and
this
on your...
is but this is documenting. This is live streaming. So. I think I'm live streaming, right?
Alright, so we actually just passed right by the building. It's right over there. That big building one over there.
Oh, everyone apparently they passed the building we were supposed to go to. Yeah, so the guy that in the bandana who was flipping me off was telling the person right here in the shorts that I take people's pictures and get them arrested. What the police do with my videos is not my problem, not my issue. Not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go over down to the curb. A little more separation here. So the band's just standing here. But apparently the healthcare building is right here, and we just walked right past it.
to help us stay on the route. First of all, I'm President Brass Band. Jobs with Justice Solidarity Squad. And the ACLU legal observers who are here, making sure we're all safe. Here, right by this building, there was a pretty epic action that happened week before last. And we have a speaker who's going to talk about that, but I think that they're on the way. So, but it is my honor too, as soon as they work their way over here, to introduce you. It will be my honor to introduce you to Nico Serra, who is an organizer with Bernie PDX, with Healthcare for All Oregon, these awesome organizations that you've seen speak today. And they are also an organizer with a group called the Coverage Defense Committee. And the Coverage Defense Committee has been doing really important, vital work for some of the groups whose voices need to be heard the most in this debate, in this discussion on healthcare, but whose voices unfortunately are often the first to be silent. So it is my honor here today to welcome Nico Serra.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening and thank you for coming out here today. It's great to see you, and thank you to the band. They're amazing. Everybody give them a round of applause. So good. We need more music in this movement. Yeah. All right. We're in a very interesting moment in, I think, the lifetime for many of us here. I think I see some folks with like white and gray hair that they've lived through the 60s and 70s, and I hear from them that this is kind of what that felt like back in the late 60s, early 70s, that the country felt sort of like a powder keg. And we're in that moment again, unfortunately. But what we are doing right now, pushing for healthcare for all, it's the right thing for everyone, and it's what everybody needs. It's the crossover issue. Healthcare is something that everybody needs in their lifetime, and whether it's when they're born or when they die, they need it at some point in their life. So this is our big crossover issue, and we need everybody to join our statement of support. If you haven't signed that already, it doesn't cost any money, but it's with Healthcare for All Oregon. I'm also a board member with them, and we'd love to have you sign our statement of support and/or become a member if you can afford it. Let me see. I've got a healthcare story. I'm not going to tell you the whole long story, but I'll tell you a couple of the highlights. I moved to Portland 6 weeks after I got here. I was hit by a car while I was riding my bicycle by a driver that just wasn't paying attention. Didn't go to the hospital right away because I didn't know I had a concussion. I was in shock. The paramedics didn't check me for a concussion. I also happened to be transgender, and my ID didn't match the way that I look at the time, and so I didn't go. It was horrendous. I had no health care for a very long time for many, many different reasons. This hand was broken for 3 years before I got a cast. In our developed world in Portland, Oregon, it took me 3 years to get a broken cast on my hand. Wow, sorry, mixing my words up. You know what I'm saying? So I had a tear in my shoulder and in my hip. I should have had emergency surgery on it. It took 4 years to repair my hip, and it took 3 years to repair my shoulder. So nobody should be going through this. Nobody deserves to be treated the way that people are being treated right now. Run out of hospitals, run out of doctors' offices and things like that because they don't have coverage. There are really good doctors out there taking people in that can't afford to be there. And if you know those clinics, please support those clinics because those doctors are basically sacrificing their pay so that people can get care. And that's what we're going to have to do until we get everybody health care. What I want to talk about mostly with you today is about how we the people have to stop waiting for our social democracy to take place. We the people need to start creating our social democracy. Now our anarchist friends out here already know this story, right? Yeah, they're smiling at me because that's what anarchy really is about. Anarchy and what we're doing together is about building what we need and helping each other out where we're at, and not waiting for our politicians to come down on from a high and say, okay, we granted you healthcare for all.
This is the Antifa group here in front of me.
Healthcare to all people between now and then, because that's what the people need, and that's what we're going to fight for. Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Let's see, what else do I want to talk about with you today? I just think it's amazing that you're all here. I'm a little bit fried. I had a little bit of a health meltdown a day ago, and I'm still not quite back from it yet. But I'm really grateful to see all of you. I'm grateful to be out here to have the privilege to speak with you and see your beautiful faces as we're fighting for what we all know we need. Even the people who hate us need health care, right? Yeah. Everybody needs health care.
True.
So if you're in a body, guess what? Everybody needs one. All right. So please keep showing up and stuff like this. Keep the pressure on. They're going to try to push another vote through the Senate next week. So we need to be as vocal as ever. And I'll tell you what, people will never forget for the rest of their lives watching people being dragged out of their wheelchairs and getting arrested by security guards and police. When,
hey guys, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share the live stream if you can. Get more people over here.
Keep showing up and doing those things. And when you do show up and do those things, make sure you look over somebody who's struggling. Maybe somebody who's using their orthopedic device, or somebody with gray hair. Just say, hey, you need an extra hand, or you need a bottle of water, or something like that.
No, I won't do that.
These actions, because we know big business and their puppets are not looking out for us. We got to look out for each other.
Right.
All right. So thank you all so much for coming out here today. Really hope to see you again soon. Please keep this up. We've got to keep the pressure on, and especially if you are from places that are red. Counties, states, congressional districts, call people there. Call your family and say, hey, you live in Michigan, please call your representatives. We need those red representatives, the Republicans, to bend further on this. We need them to let this go so we can push for healthcare for all. It is the moment, and we are the people. Thank you.
Yeah, even the megaphone was really excited by that speech. Thank you so much. And he goes down. When insurance denied, we die. Medicare for all now. When insurance denied, we die. Medicare for all now. When insurance denied, we die. Medicare for all now. Woo! Before this next speaker, another speaker from Socialist Alternative comes up. So, unfortunately, the folks from Reagan's Blue Cross Blue Shield are not here today because they're taking their weekends off. They're pretty well paid up in the executive offices. But we can still leave them a message, not just by the fact that we're showing up here today, but also we could literally sort of take a message to the dwarves.
Occupy!
I'm always down with occupying. We specifically are not going to be doing anything that would risk arrest today. But what I would encourage everyone to do is, we've got sticky notes and we've got pens. So, at the very least,
sticky notes and pens.
definitely, we're going to pass those around. Can we get a couple social alternative volunteers to give this up to?
So it looks like they're gonna probably write something on the sticky notes and then take them and put them on the doors of the building over here.
So the actual door is right over there. So right now we're gonna sit here, but
I followed the sound of the band and I caught
while we're here, we're gonna have some volunteers passing around pens and sticky notes. And I encourage you to take a sticky note and write a message on it, talking about why healthcare is important to you and why you need. We need to stop having corporate control of this. And once we are finished speaking here, we're going to go over and we're going to put those sticky notes on the door and leave a message for Blue Cross Blue Shield before we head back to Schmidt Park. So while we're passing those around and giving folks a chance to write on those sticky notes, I'm going to welcome another speaker from Socialist Alternative, Brandon Madsen.
Brandon
Thank you,
Madsen
Anthony.
from
Thank you
Social
all for being
Alternative.
here today, standing up in solidarity. We all need health care, as Nico so correctly pointed out.
Right.
And as he also correctly pointed out, we can't rely on politicians to do it for us. We can't rely on the goodwill of the corporations that manage healthcare right now. We need to take the power out of their hands ourselves. We can do that as working people, and we can do that as young people, members of the community, all oppressed groups who have been affected by the pro-corporate agenda that the health insurance industry, big pharma, and their politicians have pushed. I just want to say a few things about Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield while we're here, that technically they are a not-for-profit entity, but in reality they do and can keep profits. They say that it's something they can make sure to make their insurance payments out to their customers. But they have $2.4 billion sitting around just Regents alone for Washington and Oregon here. And that's about $1.5 billion more than they actually need to make their payments. At the same time, they've been raising rates on us. I have Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance. My rates are insane. And also, I still have to pay almost $100 a month for my medications that I need. I think that that's ridiculous. I think that they should be putting that money to work for the patients. And really, it shouldn't be their decision. Healthcare is a human right. We should be taking that decision as a society to make sure we take care of everyone.
Yes.
But how are we going to get there? We got to fight for it. And I want to give big ups to the California Nurses Association for the fight that they brought in California. They are really an inspiration to me, and I think show the way for how we can build a fighting effective movement. They single-handedly put single payer on the agenda in that state. It wasn't the Democratic Party. It wasn't even Planned Parenthood who actually gave cover to them when they killed the bill. Even though it had majority support in both houses of the state legislature and had majority support among the population of California. That just shows that if we mobilize as working people, as young people, as students, as marginalized and oppressed
about 80 degrees up here today.
we can change the political agenda. We can make the impossible possible. And single payer is a perfect example of that. Canada won their single payer in the single province at first, and it got taken up by all the different provinces before it was won nationally. I really commend Healthcare for All Oregon for fighting this fight here, and I would encourage everyone to get involved in that fight. I think that
I do live streams to my channel of like the marches and stuff that happen here.
Someone mentioned that you were like sending things to your police or something. Do you do that?
No, it goes onto YouTube and whatever. Yeah, but I don't go out my way. It's like, hey, go look at this video. If the police are aware of my channel, so if there's like a crime that they think like happened at a march that they see me at, they'll go and check my channel and they'll do their investigation based off of that. But yeah.
It's good for me to know just because I like just to ask and
So if
see
you
what's up.
agree
Yeah,
with
no
trying to
problem.
build the fight back against Trump care and give a real alternative to the status quo for people in the form of single-payer Medicare for all, I really encourage you to sign up with the organizations here today, check them out, and plug in, because the fight doesn't end today. This is just the beginning. We have a long road ahead, but I think as long as we go out, next time we come, maybe each of us bring 3, 4, 5 of our friends with us. We'll be even stronger. And I think we also need to look towards tactics, not just marching in the streets, though that's very important. It gives people a place to plug in. But we also need to do civil disobedience. We need to do sit-ins. Just 3 days ago, our Houston branch of Socialist Alternative led an occupation of Senator Ted Cruz's office. And you can see the video of that on the internet. It's very inspiring. I think we need to look towards doing things like that around the country in a coordinated way. So I look forward to working with you all going ahead. Thank you so much for coming out. And thanks, Anthony, for emceeing all day today.
We're going to have Brandon Madsen, a Socialist Alternative. write my messages?
So you guys want an idea of where we're at in Portland right now? Is
We're going to walk over.
just the building over
We're
here.
across the shield, which... Yeah. So the two that building right over there. Alright, and so before we march over there, I want to say...
I know, but you'll make a party on it.
Alright, so another fact that might be useful to know about Blue Cross Blue Shield is that they as a national health insurance organization.
They're protesting Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm like, I don't know. I've had Blue Cross and Blue Shield when I was a kid. It wasn't even that
So they
bad.
say that they're trying to provide good health care for all.
I don't know. I enjoy using Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Is dismantling the programs, all the programs that have
I'm
been
being
made
blocked by
towards actually
Antifa
providing
here.
insurance to cover us when we need medical care. So this is why it's so important that we're delivering this message to them today.
It don't matter besides.
Their customers and just people are not going to stand for this and are not going to accept this kind of hypocrisy.
I talked to him for a little bit.
Yeah. Because he's going to come up and say something else.
I didn't do anything wrong, so there's nothing for me to go.
So for those of you who don't understand how Medicaid and Medicare works, because it's
Exactly. I don't understand.
I do want to tell you that for a lot of people with disabilities, the only
No
reason
one's
we're
put their
able
hands
to
on
get out
me.
of the
That's
house
kind of where I want to
is for us to
keep it
have
at. That's why I'm.
They come over and they help us get in and out
That's why I'm
of
just
bed,
keep moving
they help
around.
us go to the bathroom, they make us food, they clean our clothes,
So.
they put us in our clothes, they do all that stuff for us, and we really, really need them. And a lot of people with disabilities are working because of them. But as soon as they get that support, they might end up in nursing homes. Anybody ever lived in a nursing home?
Nope.
Okay, it's on.
They're horrible places. I'm sure there are good places too, but for the most part, it's pretty rough living. And if this change goes through the Senate, we're going to be looking at a lot of people going in mass to nursing homes, and then we're going to be looking at those nursing homes closing because the way that they stay open is through Medicare and Medicaid. So this is a really big deal. This is a big fight, and I'm so grateful y'all came out here to fight this fight. It's a fight of our lives, and a lot of us are fighting for our lives. So thanks for joining us.
What do we need?
Healthcare!
What do we need?
Now!
What do we need?
Healthcare!
When do we need it?
Now!
So, what we're going to do is, you guys just inform me of where the wheelchair entrance is right around the corner. And we're going to take that entrance to make sure that all of us can get up to the doors and leave sticky notes and leave our messages. So, follow me on the
And they're gone.
we're going to go into the street for a minute here. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, 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 when healthcare rights are under attack, what do we do?
Look at this.
Healthcare rights
Trying to block the camera again.
What do we do? Show us right back. Healthcare rights are under attack. What do we do?
Oh, no, wait,
Show us
too.
right back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. When healthcare rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. Reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. All right, these are the ones that we can't do. We're going to do some videos, so you can take the ramp or you can take the stairs, whatever works best for you.
Howdy.
Hi.
Isn't social health care great?
I guess.
Single parent for all, man. Bernie Sanders got robbed.
Congratulations.
Ever.
When Obamacare came out, I was homeless. See, oh, you're marching against repealing it, so.
Now we're marching against it.
I was homeless. I was a voting adult at the time. No, it's not.
Where are you taking the conversation now, then? I think I'm going to listen.
Patience into funding Republicans who are trying to cut 23 million people from having health care. That's not what we need.
I
Hey guys, I think you guys gotta all you gotta do is refresh the page.
What we need
That's what I think is a solution to the buffering problem.
by giant buildings like this, by giant donations like the one this company makes. We need to fight it with people power like the power that we're building right here.
No, I'm not.
We need a mass movement to defeat Trump on everything, including smashing Trump care and winning Medicare for all in its place. And we need a party of the 99%, a party that takes no corporate money, a party where every single candidate, when they come into office, they will only take the average worker's wage.
Yeah.
None of this stuff with Senate Republicans right now, you know, they just exempted their fancy government-provided health plans from the new health care law. We need politicians who won't do that. We need politicians who will represent us.
Yeah.
So, a socialist alternative, that's one of the things that we're trying to build. In Seattle, we elected Shama Sawant. Yeah! Woo, Shama! And since Shama got into office in Seattle, we've won a landmark $15 minimum wage law, we've won landmark tenant protections. We passed landmark racial justice legislation. We got an $80 million that we're going to be spent on the largest police precinct in the country, and got $29 million of that spent on affordable housing, and got that bunker defeated.
It's like in FIFA PDX,
we're not won
hand-drawn.
just because Shama's so awesome, or because Socialist Alternative is so awesome.
And this,
they were
this guy
won by
with the other
mass
parts of
organizing
that.
and coalition march,
Yeah.
like what's happening right here today. So if we can do this in Portland, and we can do this in Oregon, and we can do this all over this country and all over the world.
Why do you have an honored citizen card if you're opposed to social health care?
I didn't say I was.
We will win when we fight. Healthcare is a human right.
We will win when we fight. Healthcare is a human right.
We will
Win when we fight. Healthcare is a human right. We will win when we fight. Healthcare is a human right.
So, when the political machine employees come in and see these notes, hopefully they'll tell their bosses, you know what? I agree. There should be health care for all, and we shouldn't be cheating customers, and we shouldn't be funding Republicans. Because, you know, we gotta have unity among all the folks in the working class, including the folks who work for sucky corporations. They're an important part of this movement, too. And with that thought, we're going to march back to Szymanski Park.
Yeah!
We're going to close out this rally in style. Are you folks ready?
Yeah!
Woo! Let's go!
Hey, I want to say something. Yeah, sure. Hey, folks. Hey, folks.
You remember what happened, you know, at the G20? Folks, you know, the way people are going to listen to these corporations are going to be what Antifa did when garbage cans and windows are busted open, you know, because that's what's going to take these rich fucks. We can have 1 million people with signs. They're not going to listen to us because they're going to bowl us over. We have to take the fight to them with rocks thrown through their window. No. That's the only way. No. That's the only way they listen to us. No. No. That's not what we're doing today. There's a lot of ways of building power. That is one way. We feel that, you know, if people who are being oppressed respond with violence and rocks, that's not going to win us too, but that's not what we're doing today.
problems with the stream. I'm walking currently through downtown. There's a lot of trees, so the signal's getting a little hampered with, or a little hampering the connection. Still walking through downtown at the moment, so the connection's gonna be up and down. There's a car in front of me, so. They run out of options. Excuse me, thanks. They love me. Look at mine like celebrity here, man. See, once they hit that front camera, they just disappear. Are you guys getting the stream okay? I guess see like 7 people are watching, so I don't know.
are for the many, not just